What the business, YouTube, episode 31. My name's Jay Florida, and today's career of discussion is an electrician. So, what is an electrician? An electrician is a trained, licensed trade person who installs, maintains, and repairs electrical power, lighting, control, and communication systems in homes, businesses, and factories. Now, to give you a piece of history, electricians as a specialized trade have existed for approximately 140 to 150 years, emerging in the late 1800s following the invention of the practical incandescent light bulb in 1879 and electric power distribution. As cities began widespread electrification, early electrical workers evolved from engineers and inventors into specialized trained tradesmen by the 1890s. A few basic requirements to becoming an electrician include an apprenticeship or paid on-the-job training, attending a trade school or community college, which can provide credits towards your apprenticeship, obtaining a journeyman license to work independently, and obtaining a GED or diploma. Now, becoming a certified electrician can take you anywhere from 4 to 5 years and cost you as much as $1,000 to $20,000 or more when considering community college, trade school, or apprenticeships. As far as your range, as an entry-level electrician, you can expect to make $40,000 to $60,000, with a few things affecting how much you take home being specialization, location, and union status. A day in life as an electrician can be described as running wiring, maintenance and repair, locating and troubleshooting issues, climbing, and tight spaces. As far as opportunity, anybody can become an electrician if they decide to do so without any particular barriers being in the way. With that being said, the electrician does score green. As far as examples for this video, we are actually short a list since this is not a career that does fame or notoriety. But if you're wanting more information on what it's like to be an electrician or even how to become an electrician, you can have that conversation with your local electrician the next time you're experiencing a power outage or some sort of electrical issue. Moving on to our fact moment of this episode. Starting off with fact number 1. It is possible for a person to survive 100 million volts, though only for a few milliseconds, leaving the exposed with devastating injuries. Fact number 2. Heating and cooling systems in the US account for roughly 40 to 50% of total home energy usage. And fact number 3. The Northeast blackout of 2003 was the largest blackout in history, impacting 50 million people across the US and Canada, costing $6 to $10 billion in economical losses from transportation paralysis, halted production, food spoilage, and emergency overtime wages. The source of the problem was said to be overworked transmission lines, overgrown trees, and a software bug. And for our last segment, before we move on to the circle of influence, we have health risks and mitigation, starting off with electrocution and electrical burns as a result of direct contact with live wires or arc flashes, musculoskeletal disorders as a result of heavy lifting and holding awkward, repetitive positions, exposure to asbestos in older buildings leading to cancer risks, along with silica dust, mold, welding fumes, and lead, and heart disease and chronic conditions due to high stress, long hours, and poor on-the-go diets. As far as mitigation, you can wear personal protective equipment, PPE for short, such as ARC-rated clothing, insulating rubber gloves, and safety footwear to minimize injuries. Strict adherence to OSHA standards and safety training, practicing a healthy lifestyle outside of work, and preparing healthy meals to combat the tendency towards unhealthy fast food, and regular health screenings to monitor long-term health conditions. Now that does it for our primary segment. I'm gonna go ahead and give the floor to my co-host, let him take over for the Circle of Influence. What the business, YouTube? Starting off the Circle of Influence, we have respect. Is this a career or position that brings me respect and dignity? Now for this segment, the electrician does score green. You know, electricity does a lot for us, especially in our modern day, whether that be allowing you to watch this video, preserving your food, or providing you with a blast of instantaneous cold air on a hot summer day. Due to our dependency on electricity, it's safe to say that without electricians, we would be pretty screwed. Moving on, we have growth. Is this a career or position that provides me with the opportunity to grow from a $100,000 earning threshold? Now for this segment, the electrician does score yellow, with sources online citing that the electrician has the potential to make as much as $250,000 in a single year. Moving on, we have gore. Is this a career or position that will have me dealing with an abundance of blood, violent action, grotesque imagery, or scenery? For this segment, the electrician does score green, as in no, you will not be dealing with any of the mentioned before. And for our last ideological standpoint, we have moral conflict. Is this a career or position that will have me compromise any of my foreseeable morals? Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, don't kill. The basic set of guidelines. And for this segment, the electrician does score green. Moving on to the statistical side of things, we have gender demographics, where men make up 95% of the industry and women make up 5% of the industry. Next, we have ethnic demographics, where Caucasians make up 64% of the industry, Hispanics make up 21% of the industry, and African Americans make up 9% of the total industry. And for our last statistical standpoint, we have location demographics, top paying states in no particular order, starting off with Washington, followed by Illinois and Oregon, and closing things out with Pennsylvania and North Dakota. Now that does it for the Circle of Influence. I'm gonna go ahead and give the floor back to Florida. I'm back. Just to summarize, the electrician. You definitely have the potential to bring back home a comfortable cushioning. $250,000 if I do say so myself. And it isn't a career that's going out of style anytime in the foreseeable future. So much so that they have positions that pay as you learn. And with proper training and adherence to OSHA standards, you can absolve most of the obvious risks that come with this career. Now, with that being said, it does look like we have a full episode today. The word of the day is noise. Self-help resources on the board. As always, I'll leave it down in the description. And to show your support, if you want to see this kind of content more often, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on episode 32.